Okay, so basically I'm taking the curved side and I'm going root to tip and I'm starting to coat the lashes. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. Let's get into the shoes. Prada has extremely nice boots. Look at these. Already know I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of these. These are freaking sick.
And if you're gonna call me a bitch, make sure you put "It's Britney" in front of it.
It's Britney, bitch.
I don't even know where to start with this one because Mikayla Nogueira just posted something that had the entire internet speechless. Her new luxury haul wasn't just big, it was outrageous. At first, I thought she was joking. Like, no way she actually bought that much in one day. But then she posted part 2 featuring Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Prada, and that's when everyone realized she was serious. And to make this even better, the total, nearly $200,000. Now, don't get me wrong, influencers posting designer hauls isn't new, but Mikayla's haul hit different because people are calling it one of her most out-of-touch moves yet. Not only did she flex like a billionaire, but she did it right after a full year of controversy, lies, and I swear this mascara is real moments. So let's talk about what's really going on because this might be the moment fans stop defending her for good.
So, I blacked out. Kind of bad. So let's do my biggest luxury unboxing literally ever. Literally feel like Becca Bloom.
So we all know by now Mikayla doesn't do small, but this haul, it made the internet stop scrolling. She had so many bags, she literally couldn't fit them all in one frame. People did the math and y'all, it wasn't just expensive, it was disrespectful. Viewers were writing, I can't even afford food shopping, yet here people are flaunting this stuff. And wait, it gets worse. Not only did she call it a blackout haul, but she laughed about how she didn't even remember buying half of it.
My shopping vlog, this was the bag you guys wanted me to get the most. And it was not a question. It was not a question. This is so sick. It is everything. I absolutely love it. I'm so into animal print right now.
And of course, as expected, the backlash was instant. I mean, looking at the comments on her video, yeah, most people were not impressed. One person said, "This is so tone deaf to do in a recession. Disgusting." Another wrote, "Probably the first luxury haul I've watched where I wasn't influenced even a little." And someone else hit harder with, "And here I am working 2 jobs and can't even afford to go out to eat." Now, you can understand why the tone completely changed. What was supposed to be a fun treat yourself moment started looking more like bragging. And just when people thought she might slow down or maybe at least take a step back to read the room, she did the exact opposite. The second video dropped and you couldn't tell me she didn't know what she was doing. More bags, more price tags, and more designer names she casually tossed out like candy. Louis Vuitton, Chanel, $11,000 jackets, shoes over $1,000 a pair. It was like she wanted to prove she could top herself and somehow did. But wait, it gets worse because fans started comparing her to Becca Bloom. And if you've ever seen Becca's content, you already know that's not a compliment. Becca is basically the face of luxury overload. So when people started saying she's turning into Becca Bloom, yeah, that was brutal. Because the whole reason people liked Mikayla in the first place was because she wasn't like that. She was a normal girl with drugstore makeup and a thick accent who made beauty feel relatable. After the backlash, people started wondering how she could even afford that. Like, who casually spends 6 figures in one shopping trip? That's when the whole tax write-off theory popped up. You guys probably saw it, people saying, of course, she's writing it off. And honestly, at first, that explanation kind of made sense until creators started fact-checking it. Here's one creator explaining the whole tax write-off thing and why people might have been wrong about what influencers can and can't do.
People are talking and they're saying that Mikayla, since she's an influencer, she posted content, meaning she made videos, she made the luxury hauls content. That's part of her job, it's part of her work, which means she can write all this shit off. We're on to you, girl. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly, of course. Very smart, buy of luxury, bags and clothing, ugly shoes, post content, get millions of views, get paid for the content, plus write the off. Bravo.
Except, no. Influencers can't write off every luxury item they wear on camera. You would literally have to prove you never use it in your personal life, and we've all seen Mikayla carry some of those bags off camera. So, yeah. People weren't just mad, they were shocked, because it started looking less like a business expense and more like a flex with the camera rolling. Now, here's the thing. Mikayla has already said fans have shown up at her house before, like this isn't even new. She started posting full crying videos about how two girls came to her door with letters, and instead of calling security or keeping it professional, she literally invited them inside to give them makeup. Hold on. You couldn't tell me that's not risky.
I got introduced at a young age. My mom passed away from suicide a few months ago. And I know you have no clue who I am, but you genuinely helped me so much. Whether that's just makeup tips or getting me through the death of my mom. I started watching your videos when you first, I can't even fucking see. Hold on. I started watching your videos when you first started to blow up on TikTok. I remember introducing your videos to my mom and telling her how much you inspired me in all different forms.
And that's what makes this whole thing even scarier, because now she's filming in the same house showing a wall of designer boxes worth more than most people's cars. So of course fans started panicking for her safety, and honestly, they are not wrong. Let's be real, the internet is not your friend. You cannot show that much online and then act shocked when strangers know where you live. People already know her neighborhood, they have seen her house in the background. It is way too easy to connect the dots. But this isn't even the first time Mikayla's faced backlash for doing something careless, because before all the shopping sprees and designer walls, she had another moment that changed everything. We all remember Mascara Gate. The one ad where she claimed a mascara made her lashes look unreal, where she clearly had falsies on.
Okay, so basically I'm taking the curved side and I'm going root to tip and I'm satin to coat the lashes. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless. And I'm not sure anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara.
That was her first big crack in her relatable makeup girl image. Because once someone lies about one thing, the audience starts questioning everything. So when she casually throws around lines like, "I blacked out shopping," it doesn't sound harmless anymore, it sounds calculated. But Mascara Gate was only the start, because after that, fans began realizing there's a pattern here. Mikayla swears up and down that she doesn't use filters, no AI, no smoothing, it's just lighting. But come on, those filters are working overtime. Her jawline flickers, the background bends, and her face literally shifts mid-video. Now, nobody is mad about a little editing. Everybody cleans up a video sometimes, but lying about it while selling skincare, that is where it crosses the line.
But in my videos, I don't use filters, right? If I have acne, I show it. If I have darkness under my eyes because I didn't sleep the night before, I show it. And I'm very open about how I look on TikTok and on camera because that's how I look.
But wait, you guys, as if the filters weren't bad enough, it gets worse. She didn't just touch up her own face, she allegedly edited Selena Gomez. That cute selfie she posted with Selena, fans reversed the warp, and it turns out Selena's body was stretched wider while Mikayla's looks smaller.
Mikayla Nogueira took that pressure that she feels for herself and she literally photoshopped Selena Gomez to look bigger to match her.
Editing yourself is one thing. Editing someone else to make yourself look better, you couldn't tell me that's normal. And this wasn't a random picture either. It was from a huge event, same angle, same lighting, but every other shot from that night looked completely different. The internet was split. Some said it was petty, others said it was straight up deceptive, but everyone agreed on one thing. It was a terrible look, especially when Selena has been publicly bullied about her body for years.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask someone very special what their favorite rare beauty product is. Hey, girl.
Hello, oh my gosh.
What's your favorite Rare Beauty product?
It's 100% the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Set and Mist. Yes!
So yeah, it's not empowerment if you ask me, just insecurity dressed up as confidence. And then TikTok itself joined in the conversation, literally. One of her videos got flagged by the app as AI generated. You cannot spin that, you guys. The platform doesn't hand out that label for nothing. But instead of owning up, she ignored it. She doubled down like nothing happened, which only made it worse. You couldn't tell me Mikayla doesn't feel different lately. Back in 2020, she was humble. She was crying over hitting 1 million followers and saying she couldn't believe it. Now she sounds like she's on autopilot. The excitement feels forced, the voice feels scripted, and the gratitude is gone. People aren't mad that she's rich, they're mad that she's forgotten how to be real. And when you start treating your followers like fans instead of people, that's when they leave. So can she fix it? Honestly, maybe she can, but it's going to be quite a stretch. If she wanted to bounce back, she needed to stop with the flex videos for a while, bring back the tutorials, real reviews, drugstore finds, and the stuff that made her likable. And maybe, just maybe, stop trying to prove she's above everyone now, because we all know she worked hard to get here, but humility keeps you here. You couldn't tell me people wouldn't love to see Mikayla return to her roots again. Or, and I'm just saying, maybe that's the real story here, because every scandal fades, but the pattern doesn't. Let's just see how long this one lasts before the next blackout hits.